You're looking live at Slippery Rock University, the side of a big-time WFA showdown as your Pittsburgh Passion renew the rivalry with the DC Divas. Hi, everybody. I'm Matt Fargo. Welcome inside the broadcast booth. Joined alongside former Passion star Jen Cairns. So happy you made us a part of your night as we get ready for more Pittsburgh Passion football. As Jen, we talk about Pittsburgh, and you talk about football, you talk about rivalries. The Steelers have the Ravens. Pitt has WVU in the backyard brawl, and the Pittsburgh Passion have the DC Divas.
We definitely have the DC Divas. We've been battling these ladies for the last 2 decades, and today's no different. We are hyped, they are hyped, and we're ready to go.
No question about it. These two teams battling it out. Doesn't matter the records. You can throw them out, as the cliche says. These two teams love to play each other, and it's actually the second time that these two teams have met this season. The Passion took down the Divas at their place in our nation's capital, 41-15. It was the lid lifter of the 2023 campaign. The Passion getting the win there, and as you see, the Passion getting back on the winning side of things 2 weeks ago after the Memorial Day break, a 28-6 win over the Detroit Venom. So they're right in the thick of things in terms of where things are right now in the postseason and in control of their own destiny. As we take a look at the DC Divas, it's a little bit of a different story for them.
It is a different story. You know, they've had the tough hoe of meeting Boston twice and Pittsburgh once, and now Pittsburgh a second time. But Pittsburgh has, you know, a real luxury here. They could knock their rivalry out of playoff hopes and nothing more than we would want. And
I think this is a great example, Jen, of the record not knowing how good DC is, because they've lost to quality opponents and they beat the Tampa Bay Inferno, which we know firsthand is a quality opponent as well. They won that game 21-14. So the Passion certainly can't take the Divas lightly this second time around.
We never can. You know, we know each other intimately well. We know each other's strengths, each other's weaknesses, and they'll look to exploit ours and we'll look to exploit theirs.
There's the Pittsburgh Passion getting ready to take the field against those rivals. As we take a look at the WFA standings to this point, the defending champs, the Boston Renegades, they're 4-0. Passion nipping at their heels at 3-1 and showing how important this game is. If you get the win over DC, you play Boston next week and you have a chance to be tied with the Renegades moving forward into the down the stretch of the postseason. Alabama Fire are 4-0, but we've mentioned in prior broadcasts they've played lower levels of competition within the WFA, which is the reason why they're third. DC playing for really their playoff lives tonight.
They are, and you know, and there's no team that they'd rather be battling for that playoff life with than the Pittsburgh Passion. Of course, the Pittsburgh Passion would love to help their sisters out in Tampa Bay by knocking off the DC Divas tonight, so let's hope to see that victory.
Different venue here at Slippery Rock, but the rivalry will be the same tonight between the Divas and the Passion. As we get ready for the coin toss when we come back, stick around, Passion and Divas, right here on the Pittsburgh Passion Football Network.
Drive for less at Ken Ganley Toyota Pittsburgh. Drive home a new 2023 Toyota Tacoma TRD for only $367 per month for 36 months. Come see why Ken Ganley Toyota Pittsburgh won 2023 Dealer of the Year today.
You're looking live on the Pam Health Coin Toss. Pam Health, a proud sponsor of the Pittsburgh Passion, is committed to providing patients with the best care and outcomes. They offer both inpatient and outpatient therapy. Find a location near you. Pam Health sponsoring our coin toss. As will it be that Passion defense locking things down? This first trip between the Passion and Divas, it was a really statement win. It was the biggest win by the Passion against the Divas in this rivalry's history. Boy, they'd like to repeat history here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. They'd like to deliver that same sort of outcome here in front of our hometown crowd. But of course, the DC Divas are looking to avenge their season opening, home opening loss by handing a defeat to the Pittsburgh Passion.
All right, we're going to the national anthem to be sung on one of our Pittsburgh Passion's own.
again at this time. Number 90, on America, singing our national anthem.
Abigail Haney, Pittsburgh's Passion Zone, with a great rendition of our national anthem as we are going to get ready for this one. Passion Divas here at Slippery Rock, a little bit of a different venue, but there's a lot of Slippery Rock University graduates on the Pittsburgh Passion, so a good contingent of fans have made the trek up here to Slippery Rock.
Absolutely, and speaking to the girls before the game, this felt like a homecoming for so many of them, and so many fans are here happy to see those girls come back and be able to celebrate them. Not often able to make it to West Allegheny, so this is a great venue, and we're very thankful to Slippery Rock University.
Hey, let's check out the keys to the game. UPMC Sports Medicine providing them. The exclusive sports medicine provider of the Pittsburgh Passion. Jen, how did the Pittsburgh Passion get a win today?
Well, for the Passion, it's disciplined special teams. Special teams are always a key facet of the game, but none more important than today. The DC Divas have the league-leading kickoff returner, number 25, Kicheria Johnson, who's already found her way to the house twice this season. So the Pittsburgh Passion cannot fall asleep or find themselves flat-footed, or they will pay for that. The DC Divas, on the other hand, have to minimize their miscues. They are the most penalized team in the WFA this season, giving up 44 yards per game on average. And you know, Matt, if they give that kind of yards to the high-powered Passion offense, they will make them pay.
No question about it. The Passion have been really good at capitalizing, and what better team to capitalize against than the team from DC?
That's right.
All right, so the Passion have this one on a tee. They'll send it the way of the Divas, who won the toss and chose to receive. So we'll get a chance at that, well, momentarily as the ball falls off the tee to get things going here. Just building suspense. Madison Miller kicking it off for the Passion.
Nobody complaining about the wind on a rather hot day like today, especially when you're wearing all black.
That's right, and it's cooled off considerably in the last hour. We'll get our first look at Johnson getting the return across the 25. Got a seam and kind of getting wrapped up and stopping. I've never almost seen that before. As Johnson just stopped right dead in her tracks. One of the Passion players had grabbed her by the ankles, and maybe in a effort to keep her healthy, she just stopped right dead in her tracks.
I mean, you got a taste of her ability to weave in and out of traffic right there, and luckily one of the black jerseys got a hold of her ankle, and whether she intentionally stopped to prevent injury or live to play another down, she already got nice positive yards.
Bethany Meyer was the tackler on that one, and now here's DC setting up shop, first down and 10. And, of course, when you talk about the Divas, you have to talk about Amanda Congialdi, the quarterback who puts it into the stomach of her tailback off the left side, and she's leveled immediately. Coming up is Caitlin Polnick, making the stop for the Passion after a pickup of 2. That was Lewis getting the carry, and it'll be second down at 8. We'll take a look at the Passion starting defense here momentarily. On this second down and 8 from now, the 42-yard line. Congialdi from the shotgun. Looks right, throws over the middle, got a receiver and a first down, and she shrugs off the first tackler and was able to carry forward to the 41-yard line of DC on the reception for the Divas. That was Gainey. Shaquanda Gainey made the reception. And now it's first down at 10, and they're going quick huddle here. First down at 10 from the 41-yard line. Congialdi throws over the middle, too tall, and the official on the near side pulled out the hanky, and then when the ball realized the ball was too high for the intended receiver, put it right back into his pocket, and the Passion actually finally slowed down and can almost reset here on second down at 10.
Gainey is Congialdi's favorite target, but that pass right there was intended for Catherine Floor.
Second down at 10. Congialdi, handoff this time, and the Passion are all over it. Give it off to Johnson again, and Passion defense
19.
sliding in. Madison Miller on the tackle. Third down and 10. Back at the 41-yard line. Congialdi barking out the signals here. High snap. Pulled down by Congialdi, and she throws a slant route that's completed for right at the first down stick yardage. Catherine Floor makes her second reception of the ball game to the 31-yard line and moves the sticks again. DC looking good offensively on their opening drive here.
And they're moving the ball smoothly. They knew exactly the amount of yards they need. Were able to slide right there under Rebecca Ergood for the first down.
Not much of a huddle here for Congialdi on this offense. From the slot, high snap again. Congialdi batted it down, was able to put it into the stomach of Carolyn Lewis, and Lewis scrambles forward inside the 25 to the 23-yard line, and she's just 2 yards shy of another Diva first down.
And you better believe Carolyn Lewis is looking to find the end zone for the first time in this season. She's hungry.
Second down and 2. They motion out Lewis out of the backfield. She'll line up near side. Congialdi goes to the opposite side of the field, shrugging off one receiver and able to power her way back towards the middle of the field. That's Shaquanda Gainey making her second reception of this drive, and another Diva first down as they're into the red zone at the 16-yard line. It looks like they'll spot the football.
The Pittsburgh Passion are going to have to try, to short tackle, not arm tackle, if they have any hopes of bringing Gainey down.
Lewis to the left of Congialdi. She'll throw over the middle, and it is caught. Thought an opportunity there for the Passion defender to rip that one away, but not the case. A reception for Catherine Floor and another Diva first down.
They're taking advantage of the cushion that the Passion defense is getting them, and she's just artfully running a route, finding space, shoring in the ball.
Thought Rebecca Ergood had a good shot at trying to make that a Pittsburgh Passion football, but instead, second down and 2, ball inside of the 10. Lewis the call, and she's denied from the get-go. Coming in to make the stop is Jacqueline Cook. Cooking something up in the backfield on that one and moving him back to the 12-yard line, and DC burns a timeout with 11:11 to play in this first quarter, and this opening drive for the DC Divas, a good one. And I want to remind you that this first quarter is sponsored in part by A Nation, maximum absorption for super hydration. Looking at the Pittsburgh Passion defense, maybe we could take a look at the Passion's starting defensive alignment. Divas want to talk things over here on a big third down. They've moved the ball right down the field, but as oftentimes we've seen in this game, an offense will push the ball all the way down to the inside the red zone and come up short. There's your starting lineup for the Passion defense. Jones, Airgood, Pearson in the secondary. Zubovic, Miller, Damon, Peace, Hampton, Moore, Niedermeyer, and Roberts. Third down, and I think Congialdi is going to get called for the everybody moved. The snap happened and Congialdi moved, but everybody else stayed put. And instead, they're going to say that they were drawn off, and it's going to be a encroachment penalty on the Passion. And our first flag of the game is a big one. Ralph Livesey, our official, Dave Trufa, Mark Grandinetti, Will Schottenheimer, Brian Brookman, Anthony Manco, and Kevin Rombach. Third down and 1. Back to pass. Congialdi, nothing to her right. Will scramble here to the near side. Congialdi's going to take off and run and get into the end zone for the Diva touchdown. Congialdi punches it in from 7 yards away, and the Divas have taken a 6-0 lead on the opening drive of tonight's ball game.
That looks like it was number 47, Kendrea Hampton, in the foot race with Congialdi that just couldn't collapse on her before she crossed that line.
And you've said this in the past, you know, Congialdi's kind of known for staying back in the pocket and delivering to her receivers, not necessarily known as a scrambler, but has the ability to do it, and we see it there in the game's first score, and this extra point is blocked. And the Passion will touch it down to solidify the block by the Black and Gold special teams, denying that extra point.
Falling on the ball was number 19, Madison Miller, calling her name a lot already early in this game.
And I think that was a case of Kayla Bickerton pushing one of the linemen for DC into the ball. So she pushed her backwards into the ball and gets the block. But the Passion now go down to 6-0. Now we'll take a look as we're about to see the Passion offense take the field. So let's see who will be doing it. It's Alyssa George, Sissy George, the quarterback, Ariel Smith with her. The receivers, Meister, Haig, Malarski. Tight end is Payne. And the girls up front, Tunny, Polinick, Robick, Cook, and Zubovic.
Zubovic, getting double duty today on both sides of the ball. She's a beast.
And, I always joke with her before the game, she's doing triple duty with getting everything ready, doing her general manager duties throughout the early portion of the afternoon. That drive for DC, 60-yard drive, 11 plays, 3:47 off this first quarter clock. As now it is the Passion getting an opportunity and struggling to get the ball all the way back at her own 2-yard line. Hopefully has some blocking set up in front of her, and it's Malarski doing just that, carrying it all the way over up across the 25 to about the 27-yard line. Nice job by Malarski. Didn't look good there at getting over her head, but she was able to get all that lost real estate back.
That's a true sign of a veteran, the able to not panic, keep her wits about her, gain what she can.
Let's see what the Passion offense can do. Sissy George in her second season with the Black and Gold, back in a quarterback. Of course, it's always that trickeration. First play, let's see what happens. It's going to be a halfback pass, at least an attempt, but the Divas are all over it and bringing her down to the ground back at the 24-yard line. A big-time play there. They tried to give Payne the opportunity to throw the ball, but Payne hangs on to it a little bit too long here and help arrive from the backside.
Yeah, she was totally blindsided. She had no idea that pressure was coming.
Crystal Robinson on the tackle for DC. Second down, 13 back at the 25-yard line from the pistol for Sissy George. She'll put it into the stomach of Ariel Smith, who gets the carry off the right side. Smith breaks a tackle, 40, and finally shoved out of bounds. Smith had open field in front of her. Knocked out of bounds by Kenyatta Davis.
Yeah, Davis doesn't get that nudge on her. Ariel Smith is nothing but green towards the end zone. You can see her shed one shoelace tackle there as she tips-toes the sideline.
I just love Ariel's vision. When she gets the ball, she knows where she's going with it, and just a very direct runner. She's going to get a play-action play, and then ball thrown out into the flat too far for Ellie Malarski, the intended receiver. Of course, the Passion still without the services of Marcelina Chavez, who went down in the second game of the season.
Chavez, who was, played a pivotal role in the first win in DC.
Yep. Second down, 10 from the 45-yard line. Bobman in motion. George rolls out to the far side, throwing on the run, and incomplete. Amanda Haig, the intended receiver on that one. And it doesn't matter what level of football, Jen, what you're doing. Rolling out that way, the opposite of your body, of your throwing arm, and doing it on the run and trying to throw that way is so difficult to do. And just a little bit too high and off target of Haig. Going to bring up third down and 10 at the 45-yard line. A lot of chatter down there on the field right now. Ocean has moved Meister into the slot, top of your screen. Rolling that way is George. Pressured, got to get away from it. Avoids one would-be tackler. Now she's going to take off and run with it. George finding a seam, and she's able to stretch forward to get the first down. A hustle play from 27 to earn a Pittsburgh Passion first down.
Heck of a run by Sissy George here. You're going to see she's checking down her receiver. She sees nothing. She can sense the pressure. She still wants to try to get off that pass and just says, you know what, I'm going to try to get these yards on my own, and she does. She's a powerful runner once she gets started and hard to bring down.
First down, Passion in DC territory. It would be a great opening offensive drive to respond to DC's opening drive that has them leading 6-0. Pittsburgh Passion football, WFA action. 3-1 Passion, 1-3 Divas. Back, a little pitch to Smith. Ariel trying to follow blockers and cutting in around those blockers is Gabrielle Fleming. She makes the tackle on Smith after a gain of 2 yards. He's second down at 8 after the Smith 2-yard pickup. Pistol formation one more time. Throwing out into the flat. It's Amanda Haig making a catch. Shrugging off one would-be tackler, and Haig's off to the races down the far sideline and pulled down inside the 20-yard line. Another Pittsburgh Passion first down. And Amanda Haig getting some yak yards.
Yeah, the Pittsburgh Passion definitely benefited from Amanda Haig being back on the roster. She's a peak athlete, and she's showcasing it here. She is able to find open space, attain the first down, and keep this drive alive for the Passion.
Well, number 27 throwing to 7 for a 27-yard pickup. First down and 10 for the Passion at the DC 15-yard line. Passion knocking on the door. A little bit of a delayed reaction from the line there, but it all works. Nice catch on the near side, and then finally tossed out of bounds on this near sideline. It's Ellie Malarski on the reception for Pittsburgh. Down inside the 10 to the 7. Passion slow to start on this drive, and ever since George muscled out that first down on third down, Passion have been clicking since they've gotten on this side of the 50-yard line. Second down, can get a first down still. They'll hand it off the left side. It's Paladin gets the first down, and a great job on an open field tackle by DC. They deny Sarah an opportunity to getting into the end zone, but she does pick up a Pittsburgh Passion first down, and the Passion going to have, I'd assume, 4 cracks at it here from the 4-yard line.
She does just enough, just what she needs to, and it looks like it was Delia Flats. Is able to stop her from crossing that end zone. As she was rounding that outside corner, I thought she had a clear shot, and 36 just came flying. So nice play.
All right, we're going to take a timeout with the Passion. 6:12 to play here with the first. Divas have the early lead, but the Passion knocking on the door. We'll be back with more right after this.
Most individuals, when they have an injury, they want to get back immediately, whether that is getting back to work or getting back to sport or getting to their next yoga workout. We really want to give them pain-free function and mobility as best we can for the extent of their lives, so they can be active, so they can enjoy being with their loved ones.
Welcome back to Slippery Rock University. Passion trying to knock it in here. Take a look at the weather. It's a beautiful day in Slippery Rock, Pennsylvania. 85 degrees. Little nice 14-mile-an-hour breeze. And Jen, if you were wondering, it feels like 86.
I'm sure it feels like at least 10 degrees warmer on that turf field with the rubber tire there.
Yeah. George rolling out on 1st and goal. George surveying, pressured. George sacked. Back at the 14-yard line. First one to the football. Flats again. She's been all over the field, this time making another tackle on the opposite side of the field. And, you know, when you have a mobile quarterback, Jen, you have the luxury of having the threat to running the football. But the counter to that is sometimes quarterback holds on to it a little too long. We saw it many years with the Steelers with Ben, and kind of see it here with Alyssa and Sissy.
Well, they feel the weight of the world on their shoulders, right?
Yep.
It's their job to get it done, and so sometimes that means, they don't realize that they're holding it on to it as long as they are.
Play action to Smith. Throwing. Oh, they had Meister. Incomplete. And it will be 3rd down coming up here for the Passion. So what was a 1st and goal at the 4 is now a 3rd and goal back at the 13.
Number 36 there.
Flats again.
On the coverage.
Third down and goal for Pittsburgh. George, immediate pressure, shrugs one off, can't shrug off the second. Danielle Flores coming out of her linebacker spot to get the sack. 2 sacks by the DC Diva defense on this series. Have the Passion now facing a 4th down and goal back at the 17-yard line.
And Flores that time just got the better of Brandy Polnick. Number 29, our guard, was in the backfield before Sissy George could even think about doing anything with the ball.
So a 43-yard field goal attempt here. Madison Miller. Snap, hold, kick. Miller's kick. The SRU grad doing it here at her alma mater. Puts it through the poles. And the Passion kick the deficit in half as we will take a break. Pittsburgh slices the deficit 6-3. You're watching Pittsburgh Passion football. We'll be back to Slippery Rock after this.
Time for dinner.
Pittsburgh Passion Football would like to thank its 2023 sponsors, UPMC Sports Medicine, the official sports medicine provider of the Pittsburgh Passion, by A Nation, maximum absorption for super hydration, by Pam Health, by A Nation, by Ken Ganley Toyota, by McGee Women's Research Institute and Foundation, by Voodoo Brewing Company. As we see this return, we know what she's capable of, and she's going to do it for the 3rd time this season. But it's all going to be for naught. Kachera Johnson is into the end zone with 2 flags. There's one way back at the 35-yard line, and there's another one down around the 6-yard line. One of your keys, Jen, and almost came to fruition as the guys dressed in zebra are going to try to sort this out.
She showed you how dangerous she is. I mean, as you watch this replay, she just reverses fields and is able to use her speed to the outside, you know, and absent her defenders pulling a flag, you know, that's a well-earned kickoff return for Cherry Johnson, but a nice break for the Pittsburgh Passion.
Sure enough, penalty assessed against the Divas.
And it almost looked unnecessary with the way she reversed fields. She didn't need that block from her blocker that was the costly penalty.
And it looks like you see there Johnson slow to the DC sideline. Johnson out of Riverdale, Maryland. We see how important, you know, Passion put a 43-yard field goal through the poles and then almost give up the ensuing kickoff return, but instead DC, their second offensive opportunity. They'll go with the wide receiver reverse to start things off. And that's
Hannah Damon.
Gainey on the end around.
Luckily, Hannah Damon's able to scrape just as she's rounding the edge of the sideline there to knock her out of bounds. Last defender who had the angle.
First down and 10 from the 35-yard line. They'll send Gainey in motion again. Fake it to her. Hand it off to the tailback in the backfield. That's Burton, Christina Burton, her first carry. 7-yard pickup by Burton on that. Second down now and 3 from the 42-yard line. Congialdi, 3 wide receivers up to the top of your screen. Has time, will throw right on the money and right on the sticks. Dana Blakely makes the reception. She just has a plethora of receivers. Every time it seems like Congialdi tosses one, it's going to a different receiver.
Much like the Pittsburgh Passion, they're blessed with a lot of talent at that wide receiver position, which means that the secondary has to be extremely disciplined in playing their zone and playing their matchups.
Spot marked behind the sticks. 3rd down and 1. They go with the handoff. That will pick up the first down and more. Christiana Burton gets that carry and gets a DC Divas first down into Pittsburgh Passion territory. Welcome all of you tuned in on the Women's Sports Network. And of course, watching this tape delay on Pittsburgh CW. However you're watching it, good to have you along. I'm Matt Fargo alongside Jen Cairns. Oh, how about that? We can leave your face on there. We should not have mine. I have a face for radio. Congialdi going to take off and run with it. Congialdi tripped up after the first down.
And showing the frustration, knowing that she could have had so much more, but a very nice gain by Congialdi. Take another look at it here. She calls her own number. She finds some space. It's only by the slimmest of margins of that right foot that she gets taken down.
First down and 10 for DC. Back to pass, under 2 minutes to go here in the first. And coming and going and getting that ball, Bianca White fights forward, and then where are they going to mark this forward progress? Because she did start to kind of move backwards. Peace going to get credit for the tackle here. We'll mark her down at the 31-yard line officially.
Devin was making a nice break on the ball, just couldn't get there in time. Was able to wrap up the receiver.
Second down. About 5 to go. Carry goes to Burton. She ducks inside the 30 to the 28, it looks like they'll give her.
Coming into this matchup, Buckman has been their primary rusher, followed by Christiana Burton.
Monty Buckman out of DC stays in the backfield with Congialdi and gets the play action. Congialdi tries to scramble away, and she's able to stretch out and get the sticks. Passion had an opportunity to get her back down shy of it, but Congialdi was able to slip away and pick up the first down.
She's throwing some stiff arms towards those, shoulder tackles that the Passion are trying to lay on her. Does just enough to get the first down.
Buckman with Congialdi on this first down at 10. A little high snap handled by Congialdi. Some pressure. Now she doesn't know where to go with it. She tries to scramble and will be able to pick up at least a yard or two. Falling forward, she's still able to make something out of nothing. Looked like she panicked there for a minute. All right, we're going to step aside after one quarter is in the books here from Slippery Rock, and the Divas lead the Passion 6-3. Back for quarter number 2 on the Pittsburgh Passion Football Network.
Drive for less at Ken Ganley Toyota Pittsburgh. Drive home a new 2023 Toyota Tacoma TRD for only $367 per month for 36 months. Come see why Ken Ganley Toyota Pittsburgh won 2023 Dealer of the Year today.
High above Slippery Rock University. Welcome back for quarter number 2 here on the Pittsburgh Passion Football Network. Divas 6-3 lead over Pittsburgh. Again, after the first 15, I think this one already feels different than the first time these two teams played earlier this season.
Yeah, and I think it speaks volumes to what we said at the beginning of the game. Regardless of records, these two teams play each other hard. And nobody would have predicted coming in that the score would be 6-3 with, the Passion being on the lower side of that score. But, it looks vastly different than a few weeks ago, but guarantee the Pittsburgh Passion are going to dig deep here and fight back.
Second quarter is brought to you by UPMC Sports Medicine, the exclusive sports medicine provider of the Pittsburgh Passion. Passion need a spark play on defense here to get things rolling here in the second quarter, and an encroachment penalty is not that, as it will be a free play. And oh man, the Divas almost had a big play because of it, in and out of the hands. Incomplete.
Yeah, and it's kind of ironic that coming into this game, DC Divas being the most penalized team and looking to see could the Pittsburgh Passion capitalize on it. Not a matter of if, but when and how many times, and we're seeing the reverse happening. Second encroachment penalty by the Passion defense, which is uncharacteristic of them.
So on that penalty, second down, 4. Motion out of the slot left to right. And they end up giving it off to Buckman. Buckman only gets 2. Tripping her up, Devin Peace.
Devin Peace doing a really nice job getting in there and just refusing to let her go.
Third down. Big opportunity here for the Passion defense. All at the 17-yard line. Hand it off. It's again Buckman the call. A first down and more inside the 10, down to the 7. And no matter what the Divas have thrown at the Passion to this point, it's been a very mixed bag. They've mixed the run with the pass in well, and that, like the Passion offense, keeps the defense off balance.
Absolutely does. And traditionally, the Divas have been more rush heavy than pass heavy, but they're playing a more balanced game here tonight.
First down and goal. Congialdi calling her own number one more time and stretching for the goal line, and she's in for the second time tonight. Amanda Congialdi. One from 7 yards away, this one from 8. And a DC Diva touchdown.
And it looked like Caitlin Polinek and Kim Zabovic both had an opportunity to stop her in her tracks there. She's able to muscle her way through somehow between those two who are tough as nails and find her way to the end zone.
Officially, this is also 7 yards. So 2 times, 6 has gone in from 7. And it's going to be a delay game on DC. So, I mean, this is a big conversion here. You made it 12-3. You get the 2-point conversion to make it 14. Backs the Divas up back to the 8-yard line. There's another flag. Don't the officials know Flag Day is next week?
That's right. As long as they're flying against the Divas, I'm not going to complain.
Yeah, we can move it up. We can move it up.
I don't think I've hidden my bias.
Understandably so. So back now on this conversion attempt. Congialdo just going to throw a fade route. Incomplete. Divas want a flag on the Passion, and they're not going to get one. No flag this time. So with 13:37 to play here in the second, I think incidental contact after, but...
And looks like clean coverage by Rebecca Airgood, and actually really nice coverage, head turned, incidental contact like you said.
I want to thank our 2023 sponsors one more time because Buckman was not working with us on that kick return. UPMC Sports Medicine, the exclusive sports medicine provider of the Pittsburgh Passion. By Aid Nation, maximum absorption for super hydration. By PAM Health, committed to providing patients with the best care and outcomes, offering both inpatient and outpatient therapy. Find a location near you. By Aid Nation, by Ken Ganley Toyota, 2023 Dealer of the Year. By McGee Women's Research Institute and Foundation, a proud partner of the Pittsburgh Passion. Together, they are changing the way the world treats women on and off the field. By Voodoo Brewing Company, tap rooms strive to be safe, inviting, and all-inclusive for all customers. And by KPMG, a division of global KPMG network of firms that are driving conversations on emerging business issues and opportunities. And inside the 20-yard line, Malarski shaking off a couple would-be tacklers, and a good return for Ellie Malarski in the Passion. Setting up shop with good field position here.
That was an amazing return by Malarski. We talked about Ariel Smith's vision. Well, Ellie Malarski on this replay, you're going to be able to see where she finds open space and just tiptoes right through it. She uses her blocks tremendously well, and then her athleticism to get those extra yards. That might just be the injection of energy that this Passion offense needed.
No doubt. They'll mark her officially out at the 45-yard line. By the way, that touchdown drive for DC, 13 plays, 75-yard drive, 5:29 on the clock as Ariel Smith, in some trouble, was able to stiff arm one, and help arrived from the backside. DC's Haley Taylor makes the tackle. It'll be second down and 10 after Smith got back to the original line of scrimmage and no more.
We talked about Chavez being out. You know, Maria Fatali was another key ingredient of the Passion's victory against the DC Divas a few weeks ago.
Throwing, it's Haig. Haig stretching, and a good effort there to get close to the sticks. Also good effort defensively. Emily Smith hanging on to Amanda Haig and not letting go. Pitch and catch makes it a 3rd down and 2 coming up here. Smith gets the call, tries to bounce it to the outside. She gets the first down. Now she'll cut it back inside and gain a couple more inside the 40. Finally tripped up by Yanni McGee. Not before the Passion get a fresh set of downs. Both offenses have looked really good in this first half. But kind of ironic that we're still sitting at a 12-3 score.
Right.
The results haven't been what the offenses have wanted. Trying to bounce this out is Devin Peace. She'll carry to the 31-yard line. That's a 9-yard pickup.
Devin Peace also seeing opportunities on both sides of the ball tonight, which you don't normally see. Her primary spot is as a defensive back, but she's splitting time as a necessary wide receiver.
One of the captains of these Pittsburgh Passion. Second down, about 1.5 yards for Sissy George. Ariel Smith pulled down from behind.
Looks like it was 52, Agnes Everett.
Bring up third down. Actually, mark it as a loss of 1. Back to the 32-yard line, it looks to be.
Now, we've yet to call the name of DC's leading tackler, and I don't even know that I have seen her on the field today. Number 50, Yonala McKee.
I just did. Yanni McGee, as they pitch it out to Smith. Smith gets pulled down, and forward progress is going to be short of the line to gain. Thought maybe she had it, and then when she got swung around here, maybe take a look at this on a replay.
And it may be Yanni that we were just talking about that is.
I think they're going to the line here, so. That's going to be a false start here. False start is going to make this a 4th and 5 now, but here's the replay on. Smith does a nice job one-handing the pitch. She close. So they're going to mark this as a 4th down and 7. Passion will go for it. George going to put the ball up. Looking, oh, and had Malarski. She's got her turned around. Coverage in the pocket was Emily Smith. They can't hook up in the Diva defense. It's a turnover on downs. And their offense back to work with the 12-3 advantage.
Allie Malarski was running step to step with the DC defender. Just lost sight of which shoulder the ball was going to be placed.
First down and 10 for DC. Back to work, go the Divas. Back to pass. Looks left, throws right, down the near sideline and overshot. Her intended receiver trying to hook up with Gainey.
Devin Peace is on that coverage. Looked like Jasmine Jones might have been scraping over to help too.
Make it second down and 10 after the incomplete pass. They go back to the run game. That ends up opening things up. Carolyn Lewis carries forward to the 43. Sets up a third down from the 43-yard line. Third down and 3. Full wide receiver set for Congialdi. Passion show blitz and pull it back. Throwing on the slant route, first down for the Divas. On the reception, it's Dana Blakely. And the Divas convert, and they'll go no huddle.
What you you'd like to see is the free safety break on that ball a little harder, and this is the time we need LaWanda Pearson to step up. She is one of the top leaders in interception this year, league-wide.
Handoff again, but ran right into an awaiting bear hug there after a yard pickup. And it's Kim Zubovic supplying the hug. Gain of 1, 2nd and 9. From out of the slot, they fake the reverse and give it right back off to Lewis. Pushes forward to the 35-yard line. That's a pickup of 8.
Looks like Madison Miller
7,
might have
give
been
it.
in on that tackle, number 19.
Yeah, pickup of 7. It's going to be 3rd down and 2.
Caitlin Polnick also on the tackle.
7 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Spinning, Congialdi. Rolling, picks up another DC first down before the collision is met. Hannah Damon finally knocked her down, but not before she picks up a Diva first down.
You're going to see on this replay, it's Kim Zubovic who meets her in the backfield. She spins out of that, somehow keeps the play alive, relying on her legs again to get something out of nothing.
Second quarter, graphics says first.
First down for the Divas. Congialdi gonna let it fly. Got a receiver, caught for the touchdown. Divas hook up on a 27-yard pass and catch. Shaquanda Gainey on the reception from Congialdi, and the Divas have taken an 18-3 lead over Pittsburgh.
On the coverage there, it looked like it was Devin Peace. Just let the receiver get behind her, and Congialdi met up with her favorite target. They've been doing that all season long. Gainey showcased the soft hands. You can see it here on the replay, how she just gently rolls that ball in over her shoulder for the score.
Extra point is good. 6:10 to play here in the first half. Divas have a 19-3 advantage over Pittsburgh. Passion got about a comeback. Will they come back with us?
Most individuals, when they have an injury, they want to get back immediately, whether that is getting back to work or getting back to sport or getting to their next yoga workout. We really want to give them pain-free function and mobility as best we can for the extent of their lives, so they can be active, so they can enjoy being with their loved ones.
Time for dinner.
Kickoff goes out of bounds, so the Passion are going to get good field position out of this on the illegal procedure by DC. But the Diva offense clicking, and they do it this time on a big play, a 27-yard touchdown pass.
Shaquanda Gainey on that last drive just racked up her 5th touchdown of the season.
A little bit of confusion on maybe where the ball was supposed to go. I don't. Passion broke the huddle and the officials haven't spotted the ball yet.
I think it's only fair that then they get to spot it.
I like that thought.
Suggested rule change for next year. They must need the Jeopardy theme song.
Yeah. 40. That's what I mean, there's a variation between the levels, and you're essentially playing modified NFL rules in the WFA. But I thought that one was a no-brainer. It should be at the 40. And then there was a 5-yard penalty. Is that what's happening? Yeah. So there was another penalty on the Passion and marched it off. I believe that was the case. Only reason they would walk that off. In some trouble in the backfield. Was able to take off with it. That was Quaylin Pitts getting her first touch of the ball tonight. Picks up, give her 2 yards on that carry. Second down at 8. George throwing. Haig makes the reception on the slant route right at the first down marker at the 45. We need one of those big games from Amanda Haig that were so often when she was last with the team. Had multiple touchdown games when her and Lisa would hook up.
Absolutely. And, they would use her for some of those trick plays because she's also got an arm on her.
The Duquesne graduate. George going to stop and let it fly. Got Peace down the near sideline. Too much on it. Incomplete. Peace didn't have a chance with it. Now the clock, not necessarily your friend either. So it'll be second down at 10. 4:40 to play here in the first half. 19-3. Divas have the advantage.
And George showcasing her intent to go that direction the entire time. So the DC Divas swarming and staying step by step. She's just trying to get the ball in the only place her intended receiver might have a shot at catching it and just overthrew.
George gets the snap, hands it back off to Pitts, and Pitts is bottled up.
Just a sea of white jerseys coming into the backfield.
And McGee was leading the way.
Yep. We talked about McGee. She's got 3 sacks on the season. She's got 10 tackles for loss.
George trying to hook up with Haig. A little bit of contact. No flag. Emily Smith has been tested a few times tonight. Most of those times she's been up to the challenge. See this one again.
You can see they're trying to take advantage of a little size mismatch there, but the DC defender is well matched in speed and agility.
Fourth down. And in some trouble is Meister going to let it fly downfield, and it is caught. But I think she's going to be, wow, this is going to be close. The officials pointing backwards like it's going to be DC football.
Wasn't pretty. They almost got it done. But
Meister was in trouble really from the get-go here. Throws up a prayer, and it was answered, but about a yard shy of where it needed to be. Boy, I mean, they didn't even move the sticks to reset them. They're right where they need to be.
DC just continues to bring so much pressure up front. The front five of the Passion just can't move them.
Doesn't matter whether it's special teams, defensively, they're getting pressure in all facets right now. Congialdi, ball kind of pops out. Got hung up there a little bit. Some pressure was the reason behind that. Caitlin Niedermeyer was causing it. We'll bring up a second down at 10. And I think, Passion need to, they haven't got as much pressure as you'd like to get on Congialdi, who's gotten somewhat comfortable back there. Hand it off, and Niedermeyer again is on the spot. Christiana Burton was the ball carrier, and just like that, it's third down. So the Passion can really negate the missed opportunity there on the trick play on fourth down if they can get a stop here. Because you figure DC's going to play it safe and punt the football if they don't pick up this first down. They've been great on third downs tonight. Congialdi. Pressure. Gonna take off with it. And she's wrapped up shy. Coming in from Pittsburgh, Chelsea Hill.
That is a great stop by Chelsea Hill. Much needed for the Passion defense. And looks like DC is going to go for it. I mean, they've played aggressive previously when they were on the 50.
I want to correct that. That was Jasmine Jones on that tackle, by the way. So credit where credit's due.
Absolutely.
Big stop. But now the Passion need another one because I was wrong, as the Divas are going to take a timeout and talk this over as they were lining up to go for it on fourth down and 4. We'll take a look at the upcoming schedule for the DC Divas. Next week it is hosting the Detroit Venom, who sit at the bottom of the WFA Pro standings right now. And for the Pittsburgh Passion,
Quite the opposite.
Doesn't get it any easier next week when they welcome in the defending champions, the Boston Renegades, who apparently had the Robert Kraft, the owner of the New England Patriots, use their team, the Patriots' private jet to go to Canton last year. So must be nice.
Yes.
Well, this is rolling back to the punter, Yanni, and then it's muffed and recovered by DC.
Muffing the return is number 5, LaWanda Pearson. You could see she was thinking about running before she secured the ball, and this is an unfortunate turn of events for the Passion defense, who has been struggling uncharacteristically so all game long.
And it was Cacherio Johnson getting the recovery on the muff. So Johnson couldn't get the touchdown on special teams, gets a fumble recovery on the muff punt, and now DC's drive stays alive, and they're looking to add to a 19-3 advantage. Trips go to the far side, the motion, and hand it right off to Burton. Burton picks her way inside the 20 to the 18-yard line, and Jen, from a defensive perspective, even from a mental perspective, how demoralizing is that? You just got the team off. As you had said, the defense has struggled. You get a stop, and now you have to go right back out there, and you don't have a lot of real estate to protect right now.
Right. I mean, they're gritty, they're tough. They're gonna buck up and try to create some chaos themselves. But it definitely is something that you've got to check yourself and remind. Okay, that didn't go the way we went. Expecting to get off the field, expecting to hold our head high. That we've held them, which we haven't done much during this game. But it's time to get to work.
Well, that would have been a gift. The bad snap, Congialdi was able to dive on it. Now it's third down, so Hashem would love to. They're going to empty the backfield now. Burton. Congialdi will throw, and it's tipped away. Nicely done, incomplete. Santana Ramsey comes up, a Slippery Rock grad. Big time pass break up there to save a touchdown.
Absolutely. And, coming into this game, the DC Divas defense have given up like 50 points per game, where the Passion, 22. And
I think this could be a free opportunity here as Congialdi spinning through everyone. And she'll pick up the first down. I thought I saw a flag, I guess not. Divas move the sticks, and Congialdi's been pulling out those third down and shorts with her legs multiple times as we're under a minute to play, coming up on 30 seconds. Hit as she throws, and that was an absolute crushing blow.
There's a flag down as well.
Caitlin Polnick flying in there, and here is the flag. It's an encroachment penalty against Pittsburgh, the third one in this first half. We'll hand it off. Burton picks her way down to the 1. It's another first down for DC. Be first down and goal. Timeout DC. DC uses their final timeout of the first half with 25 seconds left. And with no more timeouts remaining, you figure you got pretty much 2, maybe 3 chances. At the end zone here.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate because the Passion defense just looks so flat right now. And, DC on both sides of the ball look like they're running with fresher legs, more energy from the word go of this game. And we know both teams normally like to keep injuries close to the vest.
Right.
But if I was a betting gal, I would say there are a number of our defensive players out there playing a little hurt right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's that's a part of it that we don't get the luxury that some leagues do as far as what they must report. And that's obviously also to protect the players as well. Divas trying to get some revenge on the Passion's dominating performance in D.C. a month ago. 25 seconds to go here in the first half. Congialdi going to throw out into the flat and got a receiver into the end zone for the second time tonight. It's Gainey into the end zone for a DC touchdown.
Madison Miller is trying to scrape out across the flat to make a play on a ball, just didn't get there in time.
Well-designed play there. Extra point for DC. Is blocked. Another one. And that will include another drive for the Divas. 25-3. Divas now have the advantage, and now this makes it, this dominating performance in this first half. Take a look at the standings. Right now, the Passion very much in the driver's seat to get into the postseason. Had an opportunity. You win tonight. Next week, you look ahead to Boston, try to even things up. But now here come the Divas, who are playing for their playoff lives, and they're sure playing like it tonight. You see they're 3-1, or 1-3 rather.
They're certainly playing with a sense of urgency, and it shows. Pittsburgh Passion are going to have to meet that energy in the second half.
Pooch kick fielded by one of the up men, Cardillo. Angela Cardillo. Nice job of handling that whirly bird kick. You know, sometimes you're not expecting that,
right,
especially playing that far up on the special teams unit, but does a nice job. And now the Passion go back to work and don't have a whole lot of time. You have 16 seconds, and you certainly don't want to add any more insult to this situation, but certainly would love to see a big play here going into the locker room and get some momentum on your side going into the locker room, going into the second half. George will throw undershot. Incomplete. Meister, the intended receiver.
Second down.
Meister seems to be limping back to the huddle a little bit.
Something to keep an eye on this next play. Would imagine going to go deep here, and another shot incomplete, trying this time for Haig. Third down, 10 seconds to go in this first half. Coming up at halftime, we're going to go under the helmet with some Pittsburgh Passion players to learn more about them beyond the game of football. It's coming up at halftime. Then we'll come back. We have halftime stats and highlights for you. Then on the live side of things, maybe take a look at some scores from out of town in the WFA on this live broadcast on the Women's Sports Network. Amanda Haig going to get the end around here. Haig looking, throwing. Meister got a receiver. Meister! Can she make it? Out of bounds, not in time, and a flag is down.
Definitely was pass interference.
So she makes the catch. She's down to the 3, and there should be an untimed down with Pittsburgh getting to Meister, and Meister 3 yards shy of the end zone.
We talked about Amanda Haig's, ability to be used for trick plays and the arm that she carries with her as a threat, as well as those hands as a receiver and legs as a runner. And she just showcased that arm right there to Jana Meister. This would be exactly the momentum that you were talking about that they would need heading into the locker room.
(25-3). Divas have the advantage, and the officials talking it over right now. Now, I guess the question is this a spot foul? Passion are jogging back. It's going to be where the pass interference occurred. This is where the toss-up of the, you're playing modified NFL, so some of those things apply. There's the pass interference call. So it's a 15-yard penalty. It's like college football, where no matter what you do, it's almost a smart play, because if you're taking the penalty, you're only taking the 15 yards. You can't get anything more than that. So the Passion do get another opportunity at this, but it's not from the 3, it's from the 30. George from under center. Gonna go back to Haig, why not? Haig's got Meister out there, but undershoots her, incomplete. And the first half will come to a close with the Passion in a 25-3 deficit. When we come back, it's our halftime show. We'll go inside the helmet with Pittsburgh Passion players, taking you beyond the white lines. And we'll have more on our halftime analysis, highlights, stats, all that to come. It's halftime here at Slippery Rock. DC has a 25-3 lead over Pittsburgh. You're watching it all here on the Pittsburgh Passion Football Network. We'll be back.
Time for dinner.
My name is Mary Harris. I'm on the O-line guard for the Pittsburgh Passion. I'm from Beaver Falls, Pennsylvania. Softball. Fierce. My go-to pregame meal would be spaghetti and meatballs. We usually go for wings, so that's my favorite. My mom. I'm gonna say my mom. She's my biggest hero. She's a survivor of breast cancer from last year, so that's been something I looked up to her for being so strong and, you know, keep pushing and going forward. The diversity. There's a lot of diversity here. The sisterhood. I've learned and met a lot of different people, different stories, so that's been great for me. My daughters, Jazara, Samaya, and Candace. I'm excited for getting that win. Like, I'm looking to go to the top. Boston, we're coming for you.
Drive for less at Ken Ganley Toyota Pittsburgh. Drive home a new 2023 Toyota Tacoma TRD for only $367 per month for 36 months. Come see why Ken Ganley Toyota Pittsburgh won 2023 Dealer of the Year today.
My name is Chelsea Hill. I'm a running back for the Pittsburgh Passion. I've always lived in and around Pittsburgh, but right now I live in Washington, PA. Softball. I played center field and first base. Officially in 2019. This is my third season. First word would be adaptive. My right arm was paralyzed from a birth injury, so I find how to make the plays work for me. Second word would be smart. I love the playbook. I like to know exactly what's gonna happen on every play and what everybody's doing. Third, I would say, this is a hyphenated word, hard hitting. I do a lot of blocking. I'm pretty sturdy, so I like to drop my shoulder a little bit. 1 hour before practice, I will eat a protein shake and a banana. Everything. Cheeseburgers. I make my own cheeseburgers. Gouda cheese. I think my number one answer would be my wife. She's taught me so much about staying compassionate and caring to all people, no matter what your circumstances are, and that is why I wear number 3. The passion. My wife, my 2 dogs. I have 5 brothers and sisters, so my parents and my siblings usually come to games. 2 dogs, Aja and Izzy. They're both mixed breeds. Aja is a Shar-Pei Rhodesian Ridgeback mix, and Izzy is like a Pit Bull Lab mix. 2 things in particular. One, by this time last year, I had had a season-ending injury, so I'm really excited to get back on the field. But 2, the team in general, I mean, before this, 2 weeks after the season was over, we were already starting to practice again, and everyone is so hungry. They want to be here so bad. Our O-line looks amazing. Our receivers are amazing. I'm just really excited to see what we're gonna do.
Trout Plumbing is a registered and insured master plumber that services the South Hills. They offer a variety of services, including camera inspection and dye testing. Trout Plumbing also offers a veteran and senior citizen discount. When in doubt, call the Trout at 412-983-8106.
Hi, my name is Chantel Villalobos. I play tackle on the offensive line for the Pittsburgh Passion. I'm from San Diego, California. Officially soccer in high school, but it wasn't very good. It wasn't until I played rugby in college that I really got into it. Last year, so this is only my second year playing football. 2. So again, last year was my rookie year and this is my second season. I would say methodical, passionate, and protective. I'd probably say egg whites and turkey bacon. A nice big cheese hoagie. There was a place we went to after one of the games. It was like my favorite, or maybe we were just like that tired after a game, but it was amazing. It was a cheesesteak hoagie. Yeah. My mom. She's like my hero. She's the strongest woman I know and has been through so much. My church. I love my church. They're amazing. They kept me around, kept me sane, and of course the Pittsburgh passion. The people on this team have been amazing. They've been such wonderful friends, such wonderful family, so I just really love and respect all the women on this team and all of our coaches. Probably my friends. They really do support me. My family doesn't really know a lot when I do things, and so they're just like, oh, she's just doing another crazy sport. That's fine. But my friends are my biggest supporters for this. The win. We're definitely bringing home the championship ring. This year is for Franco. He has been such a supporter for women's football all around, women's sports. This team is well deserving of it. We have come together so strongly, and so I'm just so excited for us to mesh together and bring home the win.
Most individuals, when they have an injury, they want to get back immediately, whether that is getting back to work or getting back to sport or getting to their next yoga workout. We really want to give them pain-free function and mobility as best we can for the extent of their lives, so they can be active, so they can enjoy being with their loved ones.
I'm Bethany Meyer, and I'm a wide receiver for the Pittsburgh Passion. Katanning, Pennsylvania. Basketball. About 8 years ago, playing flag. Through like Butler, we had a co-ed league for flag, and then I played an all-women's league in Indiana. It's my first one. I would say quick, efficient, and aggressive. Pizza. Pizza. My dad. He has really great work ethic, and he really taught me that growing up. Just honestly, the look of it, like it's just a beautiful skyline, and you know, it makes you kind of get bubbly feeling in your stomach when you pull in. Probably my husband and my son. Just getting on the field and seeing what I can do to improve and to help the Passion win a championship.
Welcome back to Slippery Rock University. It is halftime here as the DC Divas have the Pittsburgh Passion on the ropes 25-3 at the end of the first half of play. Back alongside Jen Cairns, Matt Fargo with you. As Jen, now the Passion have to dig themselves out of this hole, but we've seen it done before, and certainly the way that things are going to be moved, the chess match in the locker rooms of both Pittsburgh and DC, going to depend on how this game and what the storyline of this second half ends up being.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely talented enough. We've definitely clawed back in games past and certainly want to overcome the DC Divas to send them home and knock them out of the playoffs. You know, I think, you know, they, to quote Ted Lasso, they gotta come out and be a goldfish, right? The first half is done. We're just worrying about coming out, smacking him in the face. They get the ball. If they can, you know, build off of the momentum of those last couple passes from Amanda Haig in the outset of the second half, I think they can gain some momentum.
Let's take a look at our halftime statistics. And, you know, often, sometimes the tail of the tape doesn't tell the story. In this case, it pretty much does. 225 total yards for the DC Diva defense. Passion get just over 100 at 118. And doubling up the Passion in first downs, 12-6. That muff punt, certainly costly for the Passion, costing them another 6 points. And the penalty yardage, although Passion had some pretty big encroachment penalties. Those 5 yards added up in crucial times. DC on track in terms of being highly penalized, as they have 55 yards of penalty yardage, with both teams being called for a total of 5 penalties apiece.
Yeah, and we hope to capitalize on that last penalty going into the half of the pass interference, and unfortunately just not enough time on the clock to capitalize on that the way the Passion would have wanted to.
All right, let's take a look at the first half highlights as the Divas tried to go to the run game, and the Passion were all over it, but DC then would go to the legs of Amanda Congialdi as she punches it in for the touchdown. That was an 11-play yard drive, but the Passion would respond. 43-yard field goal attempt through the poles. It was 6-3 at that point. We thought we were in for a back-and-forth affair. Well, the back did happen as Amanda Congialdi would ping-pong her way down into the end zone for her second rushing touchdown of the night. Now she'll show that she can do it with her left arm as well, connecting on that touchdown. That was a 27-yard pitching catch for the DC Diva touchdown. Congialdi would do it again. Same result. Gainey gets the reception and gets another touchdown. Passion would go to the bag of tricks late in the half. Amanda Haig would hook up with Meister on a play that ended up getting called for pass interference on DC. If you wonder what could have been in that one, Jen. If Meister goes all the way to the end zone, you decline the penalty. You say we want the 6, and yeah, I feel like you're feeling a whole lot better,
right,
with another 6 points at least on the board. But like we said, Passion are certainly capable of digging themselves out of this hole, and hopefully we get the chance to see it. Pittsburgh Passion want to thank its 2023 sponsors, UPMC Sports Medicine, the exclusive sports medicine provider of the Pittsburgh Passion, by A Nation, maximum absorption for super hydration, by PAM Health, committed to providing patients with the best care and outcomes, offering both inpatient and outpatient therapy. Find a location near you. By Kent Ganley Toyota, 2023 Dealer of the Year. By McGee Women's Research Institute and Foundation, a proud partner of the Pittsburgh Passion. Together, they are changing the way the world treats women on and off the field. By Voodoo Brewing Company. Their tap rooms strive to be safe and inviting for all customers. By KPMG, a division of the global KPMG network of firms that are driving conversations on emerging businesses, issues, and opportunities. And by Celebrations, for celebrations of every size. All right, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to play the second half of the Pittsburgh Passion and the Divas. This rivalry battling it out. Divas took the first and delivered the first blow. The Passion looking to counter when we come back right here on the Pittsburgh Passion Football Network.
Drive for less at Ken Ganley Toyota Pittsburgh. Drive home a new 2023 Toyota Tacoma TRD for only $367 per month for 36 months. Come see why Ken Ganley Toyota Pittsburgh won 2023 Dealer of the Year today.
Welcome back to Slippery Walk, where the DC Divas have the 25-3 advantage over the Pittsburgh Passion, as we bring you WFA Pro Football tonight. From SRU, the Passion have a number of SRU graduates that include co-head coach Lisa Horton, defensive back Santana Ramsey, wide receiver Ellie Malarski, co-head coach Teresa Kahn, linebacker and defensive coordinator Dylan Neal. Shelly Zulli, our DJ, is a SRU alum. Beth Linsinger, a game day manager. And Dana Manipul, a game day hero. So shout out to all the Slippery Rock University Pittsburgh Passion graduates.
We've typically had an intern or two every season as well, so they've been very gracious to us.
All right, Passion get the first chance with the football here in the second half.
Wanda Pearson trying to make something of the return.
I love the face mask from Pearson. Shaded.
Yes.
Has the LaDainian Tomlinson look to it. Want to remind you that this third quarter is brought to you by Pam Health, committed to providing patients with the best care and offering both inpatient and outpatient therapy. Find a location near you. Pam Health bringing you the third quarter tonight. Alyssa George goes from the pistol. Ariel Smith behind her. Play action. Throwing out into the flat. Completed in a great open field tackle. That's Kachera Johnson, who's been all over the field, slicing in on Malarski.
Kajeri Johnson just made a great read and then showcased her speed, closing in, making that tackle.
Like the thought process, though, that first play, normally this first series, you're going to get the ball. These first few plays are scripted. Like to get Sissy George in a rhythm here, feeling confident to sling it because she's going to need to. Another throw out into the flat and a great catch. Payne climbed the ladder to go get that one, but she's ended up going to lose yards back to the 35-yard line. It's going to be third down at 13.
I think it was Danielle Flores, number 8. We wrapped her up almost immediately.
Third quarter action here from Slippery Rock. Back with Jen Cairns, Matt Fargo with you. Happy you joined us, whether on the Women's Sports Network or the Pittsburgh CW. Meister trying to juke and jive her way up to the 40. Get some of that lost penalty yardage back. It's going to bring up a very quick fourth down of this opening series for the Pittsburgh offense. And here comes the special teams unit. No one moves for the DC defense, as the last time the Passion went to punt formation, Meister came about a half yard shy of converting it on a fourth down. And there's another fake. And it's not going to go Pittsburgh's way. It's Passion were able to break a few tackles, but not much going there. And Payne had a lot of real estate to cover on that one. And DC wasn't fooled at all. They kept their starting defense remained on the field there.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate because you just give an offense that has been sort of firing on all cylinders. Great field position. I know the Passion like to take risks and rely on trick plays, but maybe ill-advised in this scenario.
Congialdi going to throw it up. A lot of black jerseys in the vicinity, only compared to one white jersey. That was Kathleen Floor, the intended receiver. Incomplete.
And Congialdi just have all day, sit back there relaxed, kind of take her time, pick her spot.
Congialdi from the shotgun. Motion left to right. And they'll end up handing it off to Gainey, and Gainey gets the corner. Strung out to that far side boundary. Jasmine Jones and DeChico forcing her out there.
Chico was the first to get it there, string her out a little bit, just couldn't match her speed to speed.
She's got it, 83 there, you see on your screen. Right now matched up with LaWanda Pearson. Go back to the ground game and bouncing back out and being driven backwards. That's a pop for Hannah Damon.
And Hannah Damon's name is usually a name we're calling a lot from up here. Not so much tonight, but maybe that can be the start we need.
Rendon was the ball carrier, and it was that move where you try to go around traffic, and then you run into more of it when you go
Run
back
to a
into-
brick wall.
Yeah, right. There's flag down on 4th down.
Try to avoid the car, hit the semi, you know.
Right, yeah. Let's see, that's what it looked like there. I hope you have AAA. False start on the offense. 6th penalty against the Divas tonight.
This would be a big stop for the Passion defense.
4th down and 6. Angiani will throw, slant route completed. Gainey gets the first down, broke a tackle, breaks another. Ball comes free. It's loose.
Black jersey just saying they have it.
Officials agree. Pittsburgh gets a break. First DC turnover of the night. They convert on 4th down only to cough it up. Gainey has been important. She breaks a couple tackles and the ball comes out. And Hannah Damon was the one who got the forced fumble there.
I had to make sure I saw the number correct because
Yep.
I was like, what is she doing in the secondary? And, you know, she's making things happen, and that's exactly what we need her to do right now.
Jones and Zubovic and a host of black jerseys were diving in on that football, and it was thankfully a rugby scrum of all black jerseys. Passion get a big break here. What can they do with it? They pitch it outside, and they're going to lose yards back to the 10. The pressure provided by DC tonight has been nonstop. Yanni McGee, again, leading tackler for DC, gets another.
I mean, it's been relentless, and it's been seemingly too much for the front five of the Pittsburgh Passion to handle.
George to pass, throws over in traffic. McGee was right in front of Amanda Haig, and she went for the breakup instead of the catch, which would have been disastrous because she would have been able to walk in, but just breaks it up, and now it's 3rd down and 17 for Pittsburgh.
And you can see her physical reaction to wishing she had tried to maybe reel that ball in instead of break it up, but important thing for her is that the black jersey didn't come down with it.
More trickeration for Pittsburgh. They go the reverse to Malarski. Malarski carrying it forward and shy of the 20, the 18, so get some of that lost penalty yardage back. Going to gain about 10. It's going to make it 4th down and 8, maybe 9. So Meister back. Passion have ran fake punts. This time Meister's going to punt it.
Does not take a Passion bounce.
No, it does not. It takes a DC bounce back towards their goal line and going to be rolled dead at the 34-yard line. So DC defense does what they need to do. 3 and out for the Passion offense, and Congialdi and the Diva offense right back out there in good field position at the Pittsburgh 34-yard line to start this drive.
Even better than the field position they had on the previous drive.
Right. (25-3). Our score here in the third, and Congialdi and the Diva offense back to work. Throwing. Got Gainey again. Immediately brought down. Anna Damon makes the tackle out there.
She had her choice between Gainey and then it looked like Gabriella Johnson was also out there. They're standing shoulder to shoulder with one black jersey between them.
It's actually Ashley DeChico who made the tackle. Damon came in to make sure Ashley had things taken care of, and here is a false start penalty on DC.
The penalties that the DC Divas have been, sustaining seemingly haven't done any damage to them. Even that last one was a completion for the first down. It was just a very nicely stripped ball for the Passion defense.
Congialdi going to take off and run with it. And another big hit. There's Anna Damon and Ashley DeChico one more time. Third down for DC. High snap, Congialdi handles it. Here has some pressure coming in, and she throws the ball away, and it goes incomplete. And they're going to say that she was down. Officials roll her down. A sack by the Passion defense.
Looked like Caitlin Niedermeyer. It's one of the two in the backfield there. You can see Congialdi trying to scrape free. They just have her by the leg.
Fourth down. Passion just need to get a stop here, go down and get a score. Becomes 25-10. That's a 2-score ball game. And now anything can happen.
Right.
You just need to hit that. Right now, they always have said, the toughest score is the first score, that first touchdown. Passion need to get over that hump, and I believe they just burned a timeout. DC takes this timeout. That's their first of this half. 7:26 to play here in the third. It is a postcard perfect evening here in Slippery Rock, Pennsylvania. You have a postcard from Slippery Rock, Jen?
I don't, but now maybe on the way home. Bucket list.
Get one at the gift shop on your way out of here, but beautiful, 80 degrees. Perfect way to welcome in the first week of June.
We've been very fortunate that both home games have been quite comfortable, even though the day didn't start out that way. By game time, it was. Our fans aren't sitting in any of the cold or the rain that the weekends that they were away were providing, and very pleasant.
Yeah, last year we had the lightning delay and rain delay.
All sorts of Mother Nature fun.
Yeah. Mangioldi with some pressure will sling it down the field. Got a receiver, and it is caught inside the 5-yard line. Dana Blakely makes a huge catch to give the Divas a 1st and goal.
Jasmine Jones, you can see her trailing her. She just couldn't keep up. Didn't have any chance of making a play on that ball.
1st and goal, DC. Just like that, they convert again. They go back to the ground game. That's Burton. Burton picks up 2. Down to the 2. Second down, a goal for DC. Back to Burton, but Burton trips over one of the offensive linemen, and you don't see too often Passion getting a pancake from the running back position, but that's exactly what happened there for Jacqueline Cook.
Well, we talked earlier about some of the key injuries on the offensive side of the ball. There's one key person missing from the defensive side of the ball, and that's defensive end Chelsea Biggers right now, who could be very useful in this situation.
3rd down, a goal. Passion defense trying to bend but not break here. Play action. Congialdi keeps it. She's going to run, and she's going to get into the end zone for her 3rd rushing touchdown of the night. Amanda Congialdi punches in another score, and it is 31-3, DC.
You see on the replay here, the Passion defense are just gassed. Nobody able to scrape quick enough over to push her to the corner, and she has just enough real estate to get into the end zone.
They are going to run it, and getting into the end zone for the 2-point conversion is Gabriella Johnson. There is a flag down, so hold the phone. So holding call on DC. Will move this one back. Try again. Let's see if DC hasn't been very good on converting here, and now they move him back on the holding call. Emily Smith had the distance, just not in the angle. No good. 5:37 to play here in the 3rd. And DC has a 31-3 advantage over Pittsburgh. We'll be back to Slippery Rock right here on the Pittsburgh Passion Football Network.
Drive for less at Ken Ganley Toyota Pittsburgh. Drive home a new 2023 Toyota Tacoma TRD for only $367 per month for 36 months. Come see why Ken Ganley Toyota Pittsburgh won 2023 Dealer of the Year today.
Most individuals, when they have an injury, they want to get back immediately, whether that is getting back to work or getting back to sport or getting to their next yoga workout. We really want to give them pain-free function and mobility as best we can for the extent of their lives, so they can be active, so they can enjoy being with their loved ones.
And And we're back to Slippery Rock. DC expands their lead, 31-3 now. Return for Pearson. She gets knocked down. That's a little bit of extra there on the sideline. Passion offense. You know, now, Jen, I feel like it's at the point where you can't look at the scoreboard. You just need to execute. You need to sustain a drive, put something together. You can worry about what the score looks like once you do that, but you need to try to sustain something, because I think in addition to the fact that you haven't had much on offense, you haven't also possessed the ball very much, and your defense has got to be considerably gassed up the way things have played out, especially here in the third quarter.
And it's showing, you know, and a couple of those girls are playing both sides of the ball, so they're not even getting the limited rest that they would otherwise get.
They faked it to Smith, and George kept it. She'll only get a yard. DC, Danielle Flores, once again making the tackle.
Fans here remaining faithful, attempting to will the offense into that sustained drive that has eluded them in the game thus far.
George throwing, got Haig for the first down. Moves the sticks and into DC territory. Obviously, I think Passion, and I'm saying this maybe with some bias, but also with some facts to back it up, Passion fans are the best in women's football. I mean, from an attendance standpoint, from a loyalty standpoint.
Absolutely. I mean, they not only show up on game day, they show up at all of our community events. They support our philanthropic endeavors.
George, bubble screen. Got it here to the near side in peace, and forward progress going to be stopped.
You know, and I know I've played alongside number 7 for quite some time, so, you know, I have a bias in that direction as well. But Amanda Haig has been involved in every sign of life that this offense has shown, and the way that the more that they can integrate her on a down-by-down basis, I think the more positive progress that they'll be making.
I don't think there's any question. I'll go trips. One receiver on the near side. George has time this time. She'll throw over the middle of the field, overshot her intended receiver in peace. But good job by the ladies up front there.
Yeah, I think that's the most time that Sissy George has had all day long. Unfortunate she couldn't thread the needle.
Now the Passion faced with a third down at 13. George rolls out to her left. Will throw. Bobbled around and incomplete. Intended for Meister. Would have had a David Tyree-esque moment if Meister would have been able to secure that off the helmet. But it goes incomplete. Good job there. One of the ladies in coverage, and she had a better chance at picking that one off.
Yeah, ball placement hasn't been there for most of the evening for Sissy George.
Davis there, you see, almost got a piece of it, and I think Epps Kangaley almost had an opportunity at an interception as this gets blown dead. Pittsburgh going to take a timeout. And we'll take one with them. 3:28 to play here in the third. DC 31-3. Passion got the best of the Divas the first time around. DC commanding lead this time. We'll be back here on the Pittsburgh Passion Football Network.
Sure.
Thirty-one to 3 back here at Slippery Rock University. EC needed a performance tonight to keep them in the conversation for the postseason. They could not afford to go to 1-4, and right now, leading this one 31 to 3. Back with Jen Carrots, Matt Fargo with you tonight. Pam Health bringing you this third quarter of action. High snap on fourth down. It goes to Haig. Haig will throw. It's caught right at the sticks by Malarski, and I think it's going to be about a half a football short of the first down, and it is. So Passion have tried to go for it on fourth down 3 times and have come up short. But I like the play call. It's just needed to go about a yard further.
Right. And it's so unfortunate because that duo is a dangerous one, and they've shown it on the 3 plays that they've connected. Passion of missing a safety, free safety out there. Now she's
Congialdi with a 31 to 3 advantage, back to work offensively. They give it off to Gainey off the reverse here, and nice job by the Passion and just stringing that one out to the far side boundary. She's going to lose a yard at the 40-yard line. Passion continue to push the hashtag #BeLikeFranco campaign. You are doing something that exemplified what Franco Harris stood for. Use that hashtag #BeLikeFranco. Handoff goes to Buckman. She'll pick her way forward for about a pickup of 3. Be third down and 8 coming up here.
seemed like Jackie Cook helped slow her down.
Back to pass. Deep down the field. Got a receiver down the far sideline. And it is into the end zone for the touchdown. Gainey for the third time tonight. Congialdi to Gainey. A reoccurring theme tonight. And this time the longest one.
And you can see she just got behind Ashley DeChico, and there's just no catching up to her. Congialdi has got the pinpoint accuracy to deliver that ball in stride to her receiver.
Extra point is good. First time tonight. Emily Smith puts it through the pools, 38-3. Pittsburgh Passion trail the DC Divas. We'll come back. Passion regrouping when we do on the Pittsburgh Passion Football Network.
Trout Plumbing is a registered and insured master plumber that services the South Hills. They offer a variety of services, including camera inspections and dye testing. Trout Plumbing also offers a veteran and senior citizen discount. When in doubt, call the Trout at 412-983-8106.
There's Pearson on the return for Pittsburgh. Pearson turning the corner. Didn't have any blocking, and it's picked up and put down. Whitney Sims. Passion, or DC said they had the football, but I don't believe that was the case.
You can hear the fans react to that heck of a hit.
The ball did come out.
Can hear their coach's box above us reacting to that hit. Everybody acknowledging the power in which that was delivered.
And I believe she is down right now. That's Pearson. While the medical staff, I was almost going to say, Jen, that is the one thing we have avoided that we did not avoid a couple weeks ago with the injury bug, but good to see Pearson pop up. Thanks to all of our sponsors, UPMC Sports Medicine, Aid Nation, PAM Health, Ken Ganley Toyota, McGee Women's Research Institute and Foundation, Voodoo Brewing Company, KPMG, and Celebrations.
I think I'd like to point out, Voodoo, we talk about their tagline being creating inclusive environments, and, that's definitely needed as we celebrate Pride Month.
No doubt about it. Parade today in the city of Pittsburgh. First down for Pittsburgh at the 46. Play action, and they throw the bubble screen, and that one's too tall for Malarski. Second down and 10. A little bit of miscommunication, but they're going to earn the flag because of it. It's going to be pass interference. I think that was miscommunication or a misrun route.
Right.
But it's going to work to the Passion's advantage here.
Yeah, it looked like the way Sissy George set up, she was throwing to a spot and looked like the receiver, may have been running the wrong route. But either way, we'll take the gift from the DC Divas.
Minute 32 to go here on the third. George will throw to Haig. Amanda Haig making things happen after the catch as well as she jobs her way for 7 more after the catch to the 22-yard line and first down. And number 7 making Jen Cairns look pretty smart up here.
She's definitely got the freshest set of legs, even though she's been in there the whole time.
Rolling out is George. George grabbed down from behind. That's McGee on another tackle. So George had some open space in front of her. McGee just tracked her down from behind. Only a 1-yard pickup, second down for the Passion. They go slant route and threw that one 2 out in front. Almost got intercepted. Amanda Haig was the intended receiver, but Almost ended up in the hands of Amanda Smith.
Yeah,
Emily Smith, I beg your pardon.
Haig was there and open. It was just a poorly placed ball. And those are mistakes you can't make on a defense just running on all cylinders.
Third down for Pittsburgh. Rolling left, throwing. Meister, Reese settles and makes the catch. Smith wanted a push-off. She won't get it. It's a Pittsburgh Passion first down, and they're inside the 5-yard line.
Meister helps Sissy George out there again. You know, she's just not looking very accurate right now, but that's what teammates are for, right?
Yeah, the
pick each other up.
readjustment by Janice was huge. Could be the last play of the third quarter. Pitch right to Smith. Smith gonna make it count. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ariel Smith into the end zone with a Passion touchdown.
And there's
4
that
yards.
noisy crowd that we're used to hearing. Ariel Smith getting her third touchdown on the season.
Smith gets in. Officially, there is 0.6 seconds left to go. Snap, hold, kick. It all works. Passion get the first touchdown of the ball game. 38-10 now. We'll take a look at the Passion's upcoming schedule. The defending champs are coming to town next week. Back at the friendly confines of Joe P. DiMichela Stadium in Imperial. We'll be back to West Allegheny next week. So if you haven't been to a Passion game in a while, or you've never been to a Passion game, you've been watching these games online or on TV, we'd love to see you at the game next Saturday at West Allegheny High School for the Boston Renegades and the Pittsburgh Passion. And as DC is proving tonight, the first time around doesn't mean it will script the second time around.
Exactly, and you know that we definitely need that 12th man of our fans out there. So I encourage you to come join us and help us overcome the hurdle that is the Boston Renegades.
And these nights are so much fun. The fans are having a great time. There's music playing. Shelly's playing all the favorite tunes. This one's bounced up, gaining on the return. Weaving her way out of traffic and then right back into it at the 25-yard line. DC offense. First time Concioti's going to have a little bit more room to have to operate here. And that should take us to the end of the third. 3 quarters in the books here from Slippery Rock. Looking high above SRU. Divas lead it over Pittsburgh 38-10. We're back with the fourth quarter right after this.
Most individuals, when they have an injury, they want to get back immediately, whether that is getting back to work or getting back to sport or getting to their next yoga workout. We really want to give them pain-free function and mobility as best we can for the extent of their lives, so they can be active, so they can enjoy being with their loved ones.
Our Pittsburgh Passion blimp high above Slippery Rock University tonight, 38-10. That scoring drive, 54-yard drive, 7 plays, only took a $139 off that third quarter clock. Now the Passion defense needs to step up in a big way. Maybe another turnover dialed up here would be nice. Lewis gets the carry up to the 31-yard line on first down for DC. Wasn't necessarily Amanda Haig punching the ball into the end zone, but she certainly was the spark to get the Passion down there, aided by a couple of penalties. But that's what the Passion have always done, taking advantage of teams' mistakes. DC has certainly done that tonight.
Correct.
Off the left side, it's Lewis, and she's flattened.
Hannah
Damon again. You know, Steelers had the 36 on the offensive side of the ball, the bus. Passion have the bus on the defensive side.
Very true.
You don't want to get hit by a bus.
Nope.
Handoff there, and looks like the turf monster mightn't even got to her. It was Burton on the carry. Just like that, it's fourth down. I mean, Passion get the ball back here.
This would be their first punt of the game.
And there is a lot of miscommunication here. Down to 10 seconds.
Got coaches halfway on the field.
And, yep, that's exactly what happens. DC takes their second timeout of this half. Jenna, I'm curious on your fondest DC Diva Pittsburgh Passion moment. Played against these guys quite a few times in your career. Is there one that sticks out?
There's absolutely one. And it was on their home field, and they had already been bounced from the playoffs as we were heading to the playoffs. So their only clinch to hope for the season was to maintain their undefeated streak at home over multiple seasons. And we were the team to deliver that blow and ruin that streak, and it felt fabulous.
Sounds like the animosity is still there, Jen.
It is. And I don't know any of these players anymore.
Right.
But
Malarski makes a great catch, but doesn't have a lot of room. Great special teams coverage by DC, but Passion defense, hey, credit where credit's due. They've figured it out and zoned in, and now, you go back to what we were talking about. Passion could get another score in here and make this a little bit more interesting. And doing it the same way they did the last score. Minute 39 in drive time would be perfect.
it's definitely what's necessary.
Yes, correct. Going to pitch it out to the far side. Paladin had some open room and quickly had it upended.
The way she went down, I kind of thought horse collar, but, don't see any flags.
Fleming on the stop for DC.
Got Sarah Paladin in there, number 10.
Second down, 4. Another call to Sarah. This time, nothing doing. It's McGee on the stop. Fourth quarter is brought to you by McGee's Women's Research Institute and Foundation, a proud partner of the Pittsburgh Passion. Together, they are changing the way the world treats women on and off the field, thanks to McGee Women's Research Institute and Foundation. Doing important work and sponsoring our fourth quarter. Paladin has some open room here. First down and more. Sarah inside the 40. Big play for the Passion. Into DC territory down at the 39-yard line. $17-yard run for Sarah.
There's been a spark in the backfield that this Passion offense needed.
All of her Shaler Titan alum rooting her on. Shaler. 11:20 to play here in the ballgame. George with some pressure, delivers a strike and goes incomplete. Devin Peace, the intended receiver, thought the defensive back maybe had grabbed one of her arms. Just goes incomplete. Second down coming up here for Pittsburgh. Little pump fake, and now George delivers it, and it's caught by Haig! Haig to the 10, into the end zone, Amanda Haig! Sissy George to Haig from 39 yards away!
Amanda Haig getting it done. You know, she adjusted to go get that ball, and then she knew exactly where the sideline was and just did all that she could to maintain her balance, elude the defender, and find her way to the end zone. Appropriate song. This girl is on fire, because she certainly is.
And the Passion dial up a quick score. Gonna go for two. George. Slant route. Diving catch! And they're going to roll her out. Meister.
If they say she trapped it or just loose, because she certainly looked like.
We're going to take a look at this.
Looked like she would have been across the plane if she had retained it.
They're saying she was down with the ball not in the end zone. That looks like a catch to me.
It does look like a catch. It's too bad we don't have the swanky red flag to throw.
Yeah, Coach T or Lisa Horton. So 38-16. That drive. 5 plays, 61 yards, and took 2 minutes and 8 seconds. A little bit more, but still an efficiency rating there for the way the Passion were struggling to put the ball in the end zone. They do it quickly. Last play or second to last play of the third quarter, and now here early in the fourth. Then the kickoff is muffed by Gainey. She'll pick it back up and has some room to run. 35-40. Finally pulled down at the 43-yard line.
Expect to see when a returner drops the ball like that, just the wall of black jerseys, you know, further down the field than they were able to get, which allowed Gainey to get some more yardage than she should have on that return.
Wanted to give a shout out to one of the DC Diva football players that is not here. Sierra Sakine is on military duty in Korea. Plans to be back shortly. Next May, actually, is what I was just told. Thanks to all of our men and women in our armed forces. Of course, remembering those who served just last week in Memorial Day. Hopefully you enjoyed your weekend. High snap over the head and takes the perfect bounce back to DC, who then just goes down on a Janelle Thomas. Made the smart play there, but I mean, DC in almost every way has gotten all the balls bouncing their way, and this one in the literal sense as well. You know, for Pittsburgh, goes over your head, it's bouncing all over, it's rolling around, and, you know, takes a left-hand turn. Perfect bounce back to Janelle Thomas. All right, going to have a timeout. Warburn one as well. 10:21 to play in the fourth. Pittsburgh trying to mount a comeback here in Slippery Rock. We'll be back. .38-16 back here at Slippery Rock. DC calls their final timeout. Second down and forever. They need the 47-yard line of Pittsburgh for this first down. They'll start with the screen pass. Pittsburgh's got this sniffed out. Hannah Damon's on the scene. But Jenna, if there was a script orchestrated for a Pittsburgh Passion comeback,
we're looking at it.
It's playing out that way right now for Pittsburgh. It's third down. You need to make sure that DC's off the field in 2 downs, and you get the ball back, and it's just inside of 10 minutes right now.
If I'm the screenwriter, I'm writing a pick 6 right now.
Oh, that wouldn't be a bad thing. Thrown, and it is caught by Gainey, who climbs the ladder and somehow reels in another. 83. It's been all over the field tonight.
And DeChico was there. She made a heck of an effort and play on the ball. You know, just wasn't able to turn her head in time to really locate where it was.
That's 19 yards on the pass and catch, and make this fourth down a lot more interesting as it's 4th down and 9. There have been 2 for 3 on 4th down conversions tonight. And that was a low snap. Hit as she throws, and she's down. Pittsburgh comes up big. Madison Miller with the sack. Turnover on downs. Pittsburgh football on the DC 39-yard line.
Madison Miller making a key play right there. This gives the offense that has been moving the ball at a much faster clip than in the first half, first 3 quarters of play, has the best field position that they've had all game.
Sissy George leads the Passion offense back out onto the field, 38-16. 9 minutes to play. Passion trying to chip back into this thing. Back to pass. George throwing. Tag again. Got a first down. She'll just back her way up for a couple more. Fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh. Stops the clock momentarily. But a well-thrown ball by George, and Amanda is going to do what she's going to do. They give it to George. George keeps it rather, shrugs off one, trying to get off of another, and she's bottled up back at the 30-yard line. And I thought that was a great job that she was faking, and Ariel Smith might have had the ball, but this is a good play action, but DC was not fooled.
No.
Now the clock winds to 8 minutes to go. George gonna throw it, sling it, and incomplete in traffic. Johnson cut that one off from getting into the hands of Amanda Haig again.
I mean, the DC secondary knows that Haig has the hot hand right now. It just needs to be delivered accurately. by Sissy, and Amanda will reel it in, and that time she just placed it a little too close to Kucheria Johnson for my liking, who we all know has that ability to just run it all the way back.
3rd down, 13. George, time, throws, too tall, bobbled and incomplete, nearly intercepted.
It looked like a well-designed play, just, again, a misthrown ball. You had the receiver on a stop-and-go route, which as a defensive back is crazy hard to cover. And she had a step on the defender, just wasn't thrown to the spot.
Davis mad at herself. She thought she had that one. 4th down for Pittsburgh. Play is blown dead. Timeout, Pittsburgh. And burn one here with 7:46. Another peek at the WFA standings. Boston Renegades took down the DC Divas last week of play. Everybody was off last week for Memorial Day, but Boston took down the Divas. They were undefeated. Pittsburgh at 3-1. Alabama Fire, kind of you don't really know what to expect from them. They haven't played many teams in the WFA Pro League, but are one of the teams, obviously considerably further than everybody else. But Tampa Bay sitting at 1-3, along with DC, but DC can turn it around and hang on to this one. 2-3. Passion would drop to 3-2 with a big-time game. Could put Pittsburgh at Alabama for the first round of the playoffs. DC out of timeouts. Pittsburgh now with 1 left. Pitch to Haig. Haig will be hit as she throws, and it will be incomplete. Great pressure there from Yanni McGee. She knows what a big play that was, as it's a turnover on downs. DC gets the football back, 7:40 to play. And the Passion still trailing by 3 scores. Lewis the call. Lewis a first down. Lewis is down. As they tend to her, we'll step aside. 38-16, DC leads Pittsburgh here on the Pittsburgh Passion Football Network.
Drive for less at Ken Ganley Toyota Pittsburgh. Drive home a new 2023 Toyota Tacoma TRD for only $367 per month for 36 months. Come see why Ken Ganley Toyota Pittsburgh won 2023 Dealer of the Year today.
Trout Plumbing is a registered and insured master plumber that services the South Hills. They offer a variety of services, including camera inspection and dye testing. Trout Plumbing also offers a veteran and senior citizen discount. When in doubt, call the Trout at 412-983-8106.
DC has a first down and a 38-16 advantage. Handoff there that gets bottled up. Second down now. Handoff right up the middle. Another carry for Burton. Third down now. Clock certainly DC's friend. Angialdi seems confused. Gainey goes in motion. Fake it to her, and they hand it off to Whitney Sims.
Well, we saw Whitney Sims deliver a hit on special teams on that last kickoff return with LaWanda Pearson, and now we see her deliver the hits as the ball carrier.
Good enough for a DC first down. Gainey gets the call. Gainey, first down and more. Flag is down. We'll check the laundry. Call's going to be holding and move DC back, so that's going to negate the first down run by Gainey. See there on the replay. Screen set up, runs right into the defender. One of the easier tackles Ramsey's going to have all night.
Right. Kind of surprised to see them even risk putting the ball at the air in this point to give those defenders a chance.
Yeah, and almost surprising to see Congialdi still out there, but given when she wasn't, it was almost disastrous. So throwing over the middle, Gainey one more time. Inside the 35 to the 34-yard line. Piece on the tackle. Gainey is down.
This would be a big loss for the Divas.
And we've talked about looking ahead for DC. You have a very winnable game against the Detroit Venom coming up next week at home to try to get back to 500. Be a big opportunity for the Divas.
And absent pending the outcome of, Gainey being down right now, nobody seems to have, suffered anything more than the usual dings and bruises of a game to position them well to handle the Venom as we would anticipate they would.
Right. Yeah, and I think shout out to the UPMC Sports Medicine staff for a day that started very warm here at Slippery Rock. We haven't seen the typical summer, cramping that we typically see, especially for that first real hot game of the year.
It's because they're drinking 8 Nation.
Good to see her walking.
Sure, the DC sideline collectively exhaled, watching her walk off under her own power.
Screenplay bobbled and dropped. Incomplete.
Pass is intended for number 27, Bianca White.
So second down, 10. It is kind of curious to see DC kind of just still doing what they've been doing, which is mixing up running the pass. Run there will restart this clock, tick it down inside 3.5 minutes. Backing him up. Third down and 12. Congione throwing. Too tall, incomplete. Went to a different receiver this time. Different result, an incomplete pass.
But this style of play just, goes to show you what we have been talking about the entire game, of the depth of this rivalry, right? They just want, as the Pash would want to too, make a statement, prove a point to their rival.
And under pressure, tossed down. How about that point?
That is number 65, Jacqueline Cook, in the backfield once again. We've got a Diva slow to get up.
Injury doesn't look to be serious now as she's walking off under her own. Amanda Haig is in at quarterback for Pittsburgh. And she'll circle away and get shoved out of bounds. Stops the clock with 2:47 to go. I'm curious on, was that just a one-play thing? Or I guess it is, because here comes Sissy George in. Throwing, completes. Now Haig runs it herself. Now she'll make a catch from George. First down, Pittsburgh. Under 2 minutes to go here in the fourth.
She carried Kucheria Johnson on her back for a few extra yards after the catch.
Sissy George doing it herself. Picks it up to the 43-yard line. Rolling out to the near side, George throws, got a receiver. It's Haig one more time, and she'll just do the smart thing. Well, trying to get out of bounds, but officials say she's still in. But it's first down Pittsburgh anyway. Moves the sticks. (41-15), the largest victory in this rivalry. That's belongs to Pittsburgh. That was earlier this year. So we're still going to keep that one in Pittsburgh's side of things. This rivalry in its 20th year of existence.
It's just unimaginable, but great at the same time.
George under pressure and dumped in the backfield, sacked. And that should be the final play of tonight's ball game. Stops the clock with 6 seconds to go. Third down. I think that's Pittsburgh's last timeout. Everybody's out of them, so Pittsburgh gonna have one more play to maybe make the score. I mean, which comes into play once the
absolutely
tiebreakers and everything are in effect for playoff positioning. So it's a part of it.
Wouldn't be surprised if we saw the Haig to Malarski or Haig to Meister attempt again.
Prevent defense on for DC. And here's George from the pistol. Throwing, and it's intercepted. And an opportunity. Need to make a stop here, but here comes DC. And they're going to run it back. Kachera Johnson is going to say touchdown DC, and that's your bowl game. And now DC has
I think you jinxed it there. all of the superstitious Pittsburghers are now blaming you,
right.
Matt.
I don't see any flags down either. Johnson.
And as much as I love the number 44, I do not like to see it on the Divas side.
No. So Johnson gets into the end zone, and that's the way this is going to end, 44-16. All right, that's going to wrap it up. Pittsburgh Passion fall to the DC Divas 44-16. Divas go to 2-3. Passion fall to 3-2. And have a date with the Renegades next week. And certainly some adjustments being made for the defending champs coming in. Passion had some opportunities. This was the big fumble recovery that had the Passion had a chance. Got 2 quick touchdowns to turn things around. Got the fumble there. DC went with the big-time pass and catch, which, Amanda Conciotti looked as good as she has looked both with her arm and with her legs. She does it here. She had 3 rushing touchdowns tonight. Ariel Smith was a bright spot, getting into the end zone. Then it was Amanda Haig doing what she does. This is like a throwback video in present day. And this interception to end it. Ted, your final thoughts.
You know, the Pittsburgh Passion just had no answer for the DC Divas today. That doesn't mean they're not able to regroup and prepare for Boston next week. They are quite capable of competing on that level, and they'll make the necessary adjustments.
All right, for all of us, thanks to our JRM production crew and all of us up here for Jen Cairns, I'm Matt Forgo saying thanks for watching this presentation of Pittsburgh Passion Football. We'll talk to you next week right back here on the Pittsburgh Passion Football Network. Good night, everybody.